Hello everyone, welcome to the ichimokucharts.com daily analysis for Monday, July 1st, 2013. Well, the candle that we're analysing here is the second last candle on the chart that has finished trading, and the last candle here is still currently developing. But moving to that candle that has completed trading, a continuation of the trend to the downside. We have a candle that's made a lower high and a lower low, therefore continuing that trend which was established with the previous day's trading with a very solid black body candle. If we look at the recent past in this market, prior to this upswing we saw a very solid downtrend in place, large black body candles in the mix here, and the first time frame downtrend to the downside. The attempted rally in this market, which rallied up towards the 93.86 level, was on very indecisive candles. Some spinning top type candles and candles with some large shadows on the top representing sellers coming in and the buyers losing commitment up around these higher levels, and especially around this previous swing low around the 93.23 level. All of these candles in this retracement were very small bodied candles, suggesting that really the buyers weren't finding enough momentum to trade this market substantially back to where the market had been trading previously. And then all of a sudden we saw the change of trend back to the downside again, with the market taking out the 92.21 level of previous support in a very bearish manner, with the sellers taking control. For today's candle, quite a turnaround in the market. The sentiment for today's candle has swung very strongly back to the buyers. And even though the buyers weren't strong enough to change the trend, we have a large white body candle, and the size of this body almost matches the size of the black body. So the buyers are attempting to find some upside momentum here, and look at that white candle in contrast to this attempted rally here. Very different than the week or so of candles that we saw there. In this candle today, the buyers have found that strong commitment, and they've closed with very strong control of this market, and were able to close above the 92.21 level in a solid bullish manner. Only problem here for the buyers is that they were going to interact with the cloud, and with the Tenkan-sen, the green line here. And we know that when markets have very solid downside price momentum, as indicated by the angle of the Tenkan-sen, that tends to be the first area that the market finds resistance. And here today we're seeing the market selling off as it's interacting with the Tenkan-sen resistance. At the moment we're seeing a black body candle forming once again, so the sellers are coming back into this market. So at the moment we're getting a bit of interplay between the buyers and the sellers attempting to match each other for strength, and now we're seeing price rejection from above the 92.21 level. In terms of the Fibonacci extension, and we are still in this first time frame downtrend, when we're looking at the relationship of that first time frame downtrend to the previous time the market was trending down in the first time frame, and here we saw the market test just to the 38.2% level, not quite trading down to the 50% level, being rejected from there. The interaction with the Fibonacci levels has really not given us much of a story here, but the buyers coming back into the market does suggest that there is a possibility of a change of trend. But looking at this market in a context of trading so close to the Tenkan-sen, we are now seeing the sellers come back into the market. In terms of the Fibonacci retracement for the previous day's trading, we saw a very solid bearish close down below the 100% level. It did suggest that there was good potential for the market to trade down through to the 161.8% level at 90.31, but today we've seen the buyers come back in, and once again the Fibonacci technique is not really giving us much of a clue as to what's going on with the market, and not really telling us about the potential for a change of trend here or a continuation of the trend. Now, in terms of Ichimoku, obviously a bearish market in the long-term time frame, with the market trading down below the cloud, and we're just analysing this current candle here as it has finished developing, and also trading down below the Kijun-sen, so bearish in the medium-term time frame. That Kijun-sen has turned flat, and it does suggest that there is a possibility of price action attempting to rally back up towards that flat Kijun-sen, so let's be aware of that. So even though this current candle as it's developing is black, there is still a possibility that the market could rally and we could see buyers coming back in. With the current candle that has finished trading, trading down below the Tenkan-sen, so maintaining the bearishness in the short-term time frame. But as we're seeing at the moment, as the market has interacted with the Tenkan-sen that has moved lower, it is holding as an area of resistance and does suggest that this market may trade down to lower levels. There is quite a strong barrier to this market moving higher if we do trade up above the Tenkan-sen, and that's this zone extending up to roughly around this swing low, around the 93.25 level roughly, or up to about the 93.45 level. And we can see where there was previous strong price rejection as the market had attempted to rally to within that area. So very, very strong overhead resistance, and that's what we've seen as the market traded up through the 92.21. We saw the sellers come back into this market. Now, with the market now at the moment trading down through 92.21, we could see this market trading down to the 90-cent level if the sellers do become the stronger party at the moment. They will need to trade down through the support around the bottom of these two candles, which is roughly around the 91.09 level, so roughly 91. And if we do see solid bearish activity down below there, we could quickly see the market testing down to the 90-cent level. But that would be in line with bigger picture, medium-term time frame and the fast-term time frame being all negative. And now we are as this current candle is developing, seeing the sellers change the sentiment back from the previous day's trading to the downside, and potential for the market to trade lower.